Hi friends, uh, before getting into the Rahu Ketu transit age predictions that is taking place during May 2025, Rahu Ketu on 18th May 2025, Puris on May 2025, that is displayed here. So before getting into the Rahu Ketu page predictions, I want to present a small info about general prediction methodology. That is, many of the astrologers do not following that. So I want to give you a small idea about it. That is rule number one. First and foremost thing, what is very very important in astrology prediction is, first we have to understand the strength, capacity, status, and wealth of the individual horoscope. That is very 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 important. For example, I will show you this one. Soon will be displayed here. That is like a prime minister or CM, international businessman. They will have around 90 to 95%. State level elected persons will be having around 80 to 85, 90%. State level VIPs, ministers for some tenure, legends of particular subject, they'll be having 80 to 85%, and district level VIPs 75 to 85%, and it comes like that. So people always, the problem will be having around 20 to 30%, and disabled gifted child will be having 0 to 10% as displayed like here. And very very important thing is, when your Lakna Lord, for example, if your Lakna Lord is, he will be displayed in somewhere in the horoscope. When the Lakna Lord is affected by the Saturn or negative planets like Saturn or Rahu, during those times your capacity will be reduced to a certain extent based on the Dasa bukthi. For example, right now Saturn is in Pisces, that is Pisces zodiac, that is Meenam Rasi. So, and from there he will aspect by 7th aspect Kanni Virgo, and by 10th aspect to the Sagittarius Dhanus Rasi. So if your Lakna Lord is placed in Pisces, Meenam Rasi or Kanni, your capacity status will be disturbed to certain extent based on the Dasa bukthi. Here both Dasa bukthi also has to be taken into account. But if your Lakna Lord is in Sagittarius, it won't be a big issue because Guru will be looking Sagittarius. So though it will be a balancing one, so it won't be much. It won't be a much worried case. But if your Lakna Lord is in Saturn, if your Lakna Lord is in Pisces, that is Meenam Rasi, or in Virgo, that is Kanni Rasi, particularly when your Lakna Lord is aspected by Saturn, front and back 8 degrees, that is around 16 degrees. So it will come around 1.5 years. So when Saturn is like aspecting your Lakna Lord or in conjunction with your Lakna Lord by 8 degrees, that is in Meenam or in Kanni Rasi, definitely it will affect your strength, capacity, society status, wealth to certain extent based on Dasa bukthi. Similarly, if your Lakna Lord is aspected by Guru, it will increase your energy, it will increase your capacity, strength, health, everything based on Dasa bukthi. That is, Guru will be moving to Gemini, Kanni Rasi, Midhunam Rasi. From there he will aspect Tulam, Dhanus, and Aquarius, Kumbha. So, and particularly the 9th aspect of Jupiter is very very powerful. So if your Lakna Lord is placed in Kumbham, Aquarius, your status, your strength, your energy will be increased by the aspect of Guru. And coming Coming to rule number 2, that is also very very important. I will just show here, and the same thing will be displayed here. Here, like during normal time, your individual Dasa bukthi alone will work for around 80%, and during Astamachani, Janmachani, your Dasa bukthi will be completely halted. During Astamachani and Janmachani of your family members, that time also your individual Dasa bukthi will be coming down. That it will not give you the full result, either negative result or positive. Negative result will be increased, positive result will be decreased based on the Dasa bukthi. And during Astama Rahu, Janma Rahu also, there will be a disturbance based on the Dasa bukthi. So we will discuss that later. And rule number 3, this is what very 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 important, that is displayed here. That is like if your Dasa Lord is disturbed by Gocharam, Saturn or Rahu, the Dasa bukthi result will be negatively impacted to a greater extent. I will say that the result will be worse than Astamachani or Janmachani. So if, for example, right now Saturn is in Pisces, so from there he will be looking Virgo as well. The 10th aspect of Saturn will be balanced by the Guru's aspect. So I'm not going to talk about Sagittarius. So if your Dasa Lord is in Pisces, that is Meenam Rasi, or in Kanni, Virgo, I come to degree wise. That is like if your Dasa Lord is within 8 degree front and back, so that is around 16 degree. So it will be running for around 1 year, 1.5 years. That time you will have a complete setback. That time, particularly like when right now, if your Dasa Lord is in the earlier degrees, that is between before 10 degrees in the Pisces, Meenam Rasi, so your negative results by the time it has started, there will be lots of hurdles, lots of negativeness, loss of money, health issue, money issue, so many issues. So when your Dasa Lord is affected by Saturn or aspected by Saturn, that is if your Dasa Lord is in Meenam or in Virgo, Kanni, you have to be very 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 careful. This will be worse than Astamachani and Astamachani and Janmachani. This will be very very worst than those times. And this is rule number 3. And coming back to rule number 4, this is a small thing that similarly, like if any planets in your birth horoscope is placed in Pisces or in that is Meenam Rasi or in Kanni Rasi, the attributes of those planets also will be getting disturbed to certain extent. That is based on Dasa bukthi, that we will discuss later. So coming back to Libra. So regarding Libra, Rahu is entering into the 5th, Ketu is to the 11th, and Jupiter is to the 9th house. So actually this is wonderful combination, because whenever Rahu Ketu comes to the 11th, 5th house, and Guru from 9th, he will aspect your Rasi. So this is wonderful. So I can say like out of the 0 to 20% is positive one for Libra. That is very very good condition. But remaining 80% you have to check your Dasa bukthi, or your any of your family member goes to Astamachani or Janmachani. That has to be taken into account. Regarding Saturn also, he is in the 6th house. That is also wonderful. So people who are Libra are having the wonderful time. Out of the 0 to 20, of the total 100%, I am talking about only 0 to 20. The 0 to 20, you are completely 20% positive. Remaining 80, you have to check other aspect. So what is very foremost important in astrology is You have to identify your Lakna Lord. First, you identify your Lakna Lord, your Laknam. Rasi is very, very secondary only. You have to identify your Lakna Lord. So you have to visit the Lakna Lord temple very frequently. In respect of Tamil Nadu, we have three locations like in northern districts in Chennai, we call Tondai Mandalam. There are nine temples. Those built during 11th and 12th century during the period of secular. In Kumbakonam areas, it is very well, everyone knows it. There are nine temples. In southern districts, in Tirunelveli and Thuthukudi, those are devoted to Perumal. There are also nine temples for each for particular planet. So first you have to identify your Lakna Lord, and you have to visit those your Lakna temples only, and particularly your on particular day, that is like if you are born in Simha Laknam, your Lakna Lord is Suryan, Sun. So you have to visit Sun temple on Sunday in during 6 to 7, that is Surya Hora. If it is moon, you have to visit your Lakna temple on Monday, that is during 6 to 7, that is moon Hora. Like that, you have to choose your temples. So you visit the temple, sit minimum for around 48 minutes, that is 2 naligai. 1 naligai is 24 minutes, 2 naligai means 48 minutes. So at least sit for 2 naligai or 2.5 naligai, that is 1 hour. So like you have to stay inside the temple, and you can do you can do puja, and you can make some small donation to the people. So that is what very important. And Pariharam is a very, very controversial subject. We will discuss that later.